Now, let's review. So, to, either, and neither. First, some examples. Sue cooks and Tom does too. Sue cooks and so does Tom. Those two sentences have the same meaning. So the word order is your subject plus your auxiliary plus to, or so plus your auxiliary verb plus your subject. Okay, take a look at these examples. Sue doesn't cook and Tom doesn't either. Sue doesn't cook and neither does Tom. Now, of course, these two sentences mean the same also. That word order is subject plus your auxiliary verb plus either, or neither plus the auxiliary verb plus the subject. Okay, a positive helping verb is used with neither. It has to be positive because neither is the same as not either. So it's already negative. Okay, now we're ready to practice. Alberto, what ingredients are in your mother's lasagna?
Her lasagna is like mine. She puts whole tomatoes in it, and I do too.
Sounds delicious, Alberto. What about your mother's chocolate cake, Linda?
She doesn't use bitter chocolate, neither do I.
Very good. Sylvia, how does your dad cook his meat?
He prefers to barbecue it, and so do I.
That's very good, everyone. Thank you. Now it's time to look and listen.
Look and listen.
John likes cucumbers, and so does Ted. I don't like to cook, and my father doesn't either. We love dessert, and Wendy does too. Larry can't make pizza, and neither can Fred.
Read and repeat.
Now, let's look at the difference between say and tell. First, we have some examples. I told John to answer the phone. I said, answer the phone. I told Ken to take a message. I said, take a message. So, with the verb tell, we always have to include the listener. So with the verb tell, you include the listener. Okay, when we use say, we don't have to refer to the listener. Okay, very important. Tell includes the listener. Say does not have to refer to the listener. We can include the person with say if we use a preposition. For example, I said to Jerry to take a message. We can also use ask in the beginning of a sentence. For example, ask Paula to call Mark. Okay, now we're ready to practice. I think this is easy for you, right?
Yes.
Of course, because you're such smart students. Let's discuss what we talked about this morning before the lesson. Linda, you go first.
I told Sylvia she should buy a new cell phone. Hers doesn't work well.
Okay, good. Alberto?
I said the same things. She needs a new one.
Okay, very good. Sylvia, what did you say?
I need money. Ask your friends if I can borrow some.
I'm sure they will be happy to loan you some money for a new cell phone. Okay, very good, everyone. Now I am telling you, it is time to look and listen.
Look and listen.
Ask Alice for the phone book. Barb told the concierge she knew the manager's number. Melanie told her mother she knew the number. Rudy said he lost the number.
Read and repeat.
Now it's time to review tag questions and present perfect. Tag questions are questions that are added to the end of a question. Take a look at some examples. The museum is there, isn't it? Isn't it is the tag question. The art gallery doesn't open at 11 o'clock, does it? Let's go to the theater, shall we? She can buy the tickets, can't she? A helping verb is used in a tag question. So when the main verb is positive, the tag question is negative. In the same way, if the main verb is negative, your tag question is what, Sylvia?
It's positive.
Yes, good. Okay, when the question begins with let's, the tag question is shall we? Now let's practice. Alberto, let's go to the art gallery tonight, shall we?
I can't. I must study. Linda, you can go to the art gallery, can't you?
Yes, I can go. Sylvia, you didn't visit the War Museum, did you?
I will go with my brother soon.
Very good, everyone. Now let's review present perfect. Take a look at some sentences. The museum has opened. We have lived near the cinema for 10 years. The Arnold family has opened a new gallery. The musical hasn't finished yet. So the present perfect is used to express an activity that began at an unspecified time in the past. It began before now, and it has continued into the present. The activity may be repeated many times. The activity